Hi everyone, just trying again to get my camera to do what I want it to. Okay. It's hard to get the right height. There we go. It's funny how I'm still working on getting the setup just right, but that's okay. I also would like to be a little more consistent with my going live. I want to make a dependable time each week that I would come on, answer any questions that you have, and have a few kind of segments that are kind of predictable and repeated, or not necessarily repeated, but you know what I mean, like something like a structure. Okay. All right. So again, my name is Lori, and my YouTube channel is called The Lori Show, and I love to talk about all things positive and happy, and try to shine a positive light on a world that's a little bit messed up right now. Just a little. Not all parts of the world, but but there's enough pain that there needs to be attention, brought to the positivity that needs to come to the earth. Okay. So today I had a few things I wanted to talk about. The first thing was a couple of pieces of good news was that I finally, it's my good news, not necessarily for anybody else, but for me, I finally got monetized on my channel, and I've been waiting a long time to get to this point. And it's not even that it's going to make me rich in 5 minutes. It's just, I feel like a person who's been volunteering, doing a volunteer job for years, and then they finally got hired, like for a paid position. Okay, my glasses are like so glare, like such a glare. You know when you pay for those extra coats on your glasses? Well, I paid for it, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. Okay. All right. So I'm just really happy about that. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. It's funny how you don't really set out when you go onto YouTube. Hi, Willie. I know I know it's not a huge thing. It's just like, how they say these like little gains, like little wins, you should celebrate for yourself, right? They always say not to sweat the small stuff. Like, don't get upset about little things. Like, don't turn a molehill into a mountain. But in life, sometimes it is the small things that count, right? Like little gestures and like, someone saying hi or smiling, those things do matter, even if they're small. So don't let the small things count if it's bad, but if it's good, of course they count, right? I don't know, it's ironic. It's kind of like a double standard, but you know what? We have to do the things in our lives that will make us happy. Okay, so with regard to like good news, another piece of good news is that there's this kind of new idea of a positive increase in the vibration of the planet. I know it really doesn't seem that way right now, but for a long time, the planet had been on a downward trajectory with regard to the vibration and with regard to the feelings and the vibes, but now it's on an upward trajectory. So it's moving up, and more people, I'm sure you've noticed, more people that even are kind of coming around to the idea of us being all connected. Everyone's kind of waking up and coming into a fourth dimension of kind of like this awareness, okay? And it's really called metacognition, where you're thinking about how you think, and you're realizing that you aren't your thoughts, you're the awareness behind them, okay? So this is like this mass awakening. People talk about the awakening like when people are like, wake up already. Like they want people to wake up and see the role the government plays in our lives. They want people to wake up and, hi Russell. They want people to wake up and notice, that we're like rats in a rat race or something. Like, I feel like that's a lot of negativity, and that's not the awakening that is happening. That is people that are still asleep, and they're almost like having a dream within a dream, and they wake up and they're still dreaming, they're still sleeping, and they think they're awake now, but they still haven't had their spiritual awakening. I'm not saying anything negative about those people. I'm just saying that it's another distraction, okay? More and more people are awakening and realizing that they've been asleep. And once you do wake up, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much more there is to this reality and to life and to consciousness than we thought. So much of your life, so much of what's happening to you and what happens is happening in a subconscious level. Like 90% of everything you do happens on a subconscious level, and 90% of your decisions that you. Oh my goodness. Okay, good. I was able to resume. Okay. Yeah, it just suddenly ended. Okay. A couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm just gonna go back to what I was talking about. So when it comes to the law of attraction, we do know at this point that you have to know what you want. But then we also know that you don't get what you want, you get what you are. So what does that mean? Like, how do you use that? Well, I mean, aside from the fact that we've kind of talked about this a lot of times, but examples really are the best way to go when it comes to explaining this kind of abstract stuff, okay? It's really hard to know how to do these things unless you've either been through it or you have an example, like a tangible example. So one of the things that we know we have to do is know where we want to get, okay? So we have to know what result we want, okay? So that's why it's important to know what you want. And once you know what you want, the problem with that is that in knowing you want it, it's recognizing that you don't have it, okay? So I'm just trying to find how this... Okay, so in realizing you want something, it's also, oh my goodness, it's also recognizing that you don't have it. So it's like living in a state of lack. Now, what you have to do is, this is when the whole like acting as if or living in the end, Neville Goddard's ideas of, being able to imagine and visualize what would your life be like if you had that thing, or if that thing was already in your life. And it's not just, I don't want you just visualizing the receiving of it. I want you to visualize the life that you will be living once it's already there. Once that relationship is already established and you're living together and you're married and you're happy, maybe you have kids with that person. If it's not a relationship, if it's financial freedom, imagine the things that you will have bought, the people that you can help, the home you will have purchased or that you're renting even. You don't have to like buy all these things. You don't have to live in this lap of luxury. You just want to, if what you want to do is be comfortable, then just be comfortable in your visualization. And in the visualization, you're seeing exactly how you want things to look, okay? And if you don't know exactly, then just focus more on the feeling, right? Because that's the next thing you're going to be adding is after you've seen what you want in your mind, feel, add the feeling of it to your visualization. So if it's money, the best feeling is relief, right? The best state to find yourself in is a state of relief, like not worrying or thinking about that next bill because I have enough. I'll always have enough. I always do. Like that's the kind of mental calm you have to find yourself in when it comes to attracting financial freedom. Or if the thing you want to attract is an actual thing, maybe you want to attract a vacation, just see yourself on that vacation. See yourself driving the car. This is all stuff that you see in the movie The Secret. It's in every law of attraction book. These are all like methods that you can use in order to get yourself mentally into the state of already being in the end result. Okay, so when you're already in the end result and you're feeling those feelings, that raises your vibration so that it matches the vibration of that which you want. And once it matches, okay, so once what you want matches with the vibration of what you are, then it's attracted to you. It literally comes to you. Okay, and we've talked about this. Now you might be sitting there saying, okay, I've been doing these things. I've been visualizing. I've been doing affirmations. I did the 2 cups technique. I've done all these things. Let me grab my list. Okay, it's right here. There are a list of, the law of opposites. I think you're talking about polarity. I believe that's what you're referring to. Yes, exactly. Staying with the mindset of all the situations as a result of fulfillment. Sorry, it shows me the comment. Hold on. Sorry, live chat. never lacking, and it's a constant reprogramming. Yes. Constant reprogramming and constantly noticing what is there as opposed to what's not there. And when you're checking, okay, did my thing come yet? Did my money come yet? Is my bank account exploding yet? You know, constantly checking is like reconfirming the lack, okay? Remember, the universe wants to surprise you. It wants you to receive, but if you keep on looking for it and, you know, noticing it's not there, then it's not going to be there, okay? It's like you're still going to get back more of it's not there, okay? That's why when I was waiting for my YouTube channel to get monetized, I didn't have enough watch hours, okay? And I found myself checking, I have that analytics, I think it's called YouTube Studio app. And I kept checking, I kept looking, how many watch hours do I have now? How many watch hours do I have now? And like, what a pain. It was so painful trying to get to that 4,000 watch hours. I was at like 3,500 and then 3,600 a month later. And I'm like, how is this happening? Like, it just seemed so slow and painful. Then I promised myself, Lori, you're not looking at this until the end of April. You know, on May 1st, you're allowed to look. And lo and behold, as soon as I looked on May 1st, I had my watch hours. You know, like I was giving the universe time to make it happen. Because every time I looked and it wasn't there, it was making me feel worse. It was lowering my vibration. It was proving the lack that it exists. So I became, in my mind, the person with the watch time hours. I'm like, I'm not even looking at it anymore. I know I have them. And there they were. And, you know, I realized I tend to manifest and work on manifesting small things. And I know the reason is because in my mind, obviously, I can see the difference between like a small thing and a big thing. Manifesting my Mercedes is next. I also want a Tesla. I want both. I'm sorry, I do. Oh, I do. But then when I say I want my Mercedes and my Tesla, I have a Honda Civic, okay? And I love her. She's so beautiful. She's my car. She's 5 years old. She's my beauty. I sometimes feel guilty. Like my car, you know, she's done me good. And now I want other cars. It's kind of like feels a little bit guilty. But that guilt, I don't need to feel guilty because I can have what I want. I can have, my son is 11, okay? So in 5 years, less than 5 years now, he will inherit whatever car I get now. It'll probably be his next. So it's not just for me, it's for him too. So I justify it, okay? I gotta justify it somehow. Okay, anyways, what I was saying was, you're waiting for something. Yeah, stop noticing where you're going wrong. I want you to use something called positive psychology. And what it says is that you should always ask yourself, what's going right? What is going in the right direction? You know, what evidence do I have that shows that I'm getting close to what I want? And there's a tool called a focus wheel that you can use. And what it does is in the middle of the focus wheel, by the way, I have a video about focus wheels and it also has a download so you can print it out. It's all free and everything, okay? What you do is you write in the center of the focus wheel what it is that you're manifesting. Okay, so I don't say what it is I want, it's what I'm manifesting, because anything you want, as soon as you imagine it, is starting to come your way, okay? It's you getting in the way of it coming faster, okay? Now, in the middle of the focus wheel, you write what it is you want, okay? So I put 500,000 subscribers. I put Mercedes. I put a trip on a cruise, whatever it is I want. Then I realize, okay, I don't have that money. I don't have that. But I'm going to feel better about it. Maybe I am getting closer to having it. So I'm going to write around the thing that I want. I'm going to write around it things that show that it's getting close or that I'm closer to it than I think. So I'll say coronavirus is settling down and people are going to start being able to go on cruises soon, if it's the cruise I want to do. I'm going to, now that I'm monetized, I can make some more money and I can save it up for my cruise. My anniversary is coming. I can ask for it for my anniversary. Like all these different things that I can say that I'm getting closer to going on a cruise. Or if it's the car I want, I can say that, you know, a lot of companies are giving good deals on cars because the market is so bad right now. You know, like there's all these different things I can say that will, like, this is what I want here and this is where I am. It'll bridge the gap. It makes it smaller, okay? Other ways that you can tell other ways the universe is telling you that you're closer to what you want than you think. Okay. So Dr. Joe Dispenza came up with 9 signs from the universe that what you want is closer than you think. Okay. And these are the 9 signs from Dr. Joe Dispenza. Okay. So number 1 is that, and this is a very tangible one, is that you see number 7 everywhere. Okay. And number 7 is an important number. Aside from, like, you know, the Tesla numbers, the 3, 6, and 9, those are important, but number 7 holds another very sacred kind of position. Okay. So you've heard of 7th heaven. You've heard of the 7 chakras. There's 7 musical notes in the scale, right? So 7 does carry a heavy weight to it. Hi. I saw that, the fire. Also, number 2 is that if you dream about, okay, this is a weird one, okay? The second sign that you're closer to manifesting the thing that you want, the second sign is that you dream about having a baby. Or if you're a male, you dream that, a baby is coming into your life, okay? And what that baby represents is abundance. The baby represents creation and something new, like new life being breathed into the world, okay? And that's a good sign that what you want, it also represents prosperity and growth, okay? And expansion. And I mean, let alone this expanding of the belly, like that's the physical version of it. But, you know, bread, which is like a bun in the oven, right? Bread represents money as well, right? So when they say bring home the bread, that kind of thing. I know it's very, very abstract in a sense, and it's symbolic, but that a lot of communication from the universe is, and it's also individual. The third thing is finding money constantly. When you find even something small, a penny, a dime, in Canada we find loonies and toonies, those are considered something called a talisman. And a talisman is something that you have or is given to you that attracts something to you. Or it draws something. So you hear the word talisman in like witchcraft or like, you know, that this is nothing like that. But the point is that money is a sign from the universe, like it's saying, do you want this? And when the money comes to you and it says, do you want this? You pick it up and you're like, thank you so much. Of course I want this. And then it brings more, because that gratitude creates a higher vibration and a sense of saying to the universe, yeah, that is what I want, right? Sort of like checking with you, like a small amount of money. Is this what you want? Yes, it is. I want more of this. But if you pick it up and you're like, a toonie, what am I going to do with a toonie? I can barely get a coffee with this. So you're showing a lack of gratitude. You're showing a lack mentality. The universe notices that big time. Hi with love. Hi. Number 4, the 4th sign that the thing that you want is closer than you think is people, things, and energy are in alignment. So what this means is that you're going to notice the synchronicities. So the same people keep popping up in your timeline on Facebook or on, you know, wherever. Willie's saying, sometimes I got what I want and I regret, so I have to go. That is so, oh, wait. Yeah, that is so difficult to let go. Yes, let go, meaning release it. You have to, the thing is, if there's something that you really want and you're kind of becoming that thing and you know it's being attracted to you, and then you kind of change your mind about it, that's the thing. It's teaching you that you have to make sure before you start adjusting your personality, before you start adjusting your habits, before you start changing yourself, it's got to be something that you really want. That's why that whole first step of what is it you want, that's why that is so important, because your subconscious mind will start, you know, taking the wheel and leading you in one direction or another. Letting go really just means that you have no emotional connection to it anymore. You say, I don't need this and I don't want this and it's not me. And you just sort of drop it. Imagine an object is that thing. So let's say the object, I don't know, let me see if I have something that, here's my little KK slider. This object, let's say this represents the thing I used to want. If I really wanted to be an actress, I wanted to be an actress for 5 years and I tried to be an actress, but I don't want to be an actress anymore. I said, you know what? It's not for me. And I realized it's just not. But all the energy I've put into becoming an actress, I'm just going to say, you know what? Becoming an actress, I'm going to let you go. Okay. So I assign this object that energy, and then I let it go. I drop it. I no longer need that. And that in itself, that physical action of dropping it, of letting it go, goes a long way on a subconscious level. Okay. Because you don't need to communicate with words necessarily to your subconscious. It has to be feelings and actions. Okay. Okay, guys, the next thing, number 5, new opportunities present themselves all the time. So you'll notice more and more jobs are emailed to you that you didn't even ask about, or things will pop up, like with regard to opportunities in your neighborhood, maybe a volunteer opportunity in a job that you were considering as a potential career, or maybe paid positions are popping up, and it's things that you were considering for your future. Doesn't even have to be jobs. It can be lots of different things, like an opportunity to travel somewhere, an opportunity to visit someone, or try a free sample. A free sample in the mail. Number 1 is free, right? So you're getting something for nothing, which doesn't happen a lot, on Earth. Number 2, a free sample is an opportunity because you can try something with no investment, right? So it's like an opportunity. Even doing like online surveys, like when that's emailed to you, you never know if someone's going to like your responses and be like, wow, this is cool. Ads, yeah, ads. You know what? Advertisements, honestly, advertisements can be very loaded, especially since Facebook, Google, and Alexa, all of those are paying attention to what we pay attention to. They pay attention to the channels we watch on TV. They pay attention to the songs that we ask to listen to. They look at what we've just searched, on Google. If you've Googled something, they look at all of that. Okay, so it's very, very difficult to say whether or not advertisements are leading you or if you've led the advertisements, right? So if there's an advertisement that someone was talking to you about, at work or, over the phone, and you're like, I've never seen that advertisement. That sounds interesting. And then, the very next day it pops up on your TV. That could be a sign. But I wouldn't say advertising in general is, because I find that to be very tailored through the algorithm to what they think we want to see, right? Because they just want us to buy their stuff, right? Number 6, you worry less, feeling that things are coming together. Okay, so generally, you know that when you worry, it's generally associated with being stuck in the future. Okay, so you're thinking of something in the future and worrying that something's going to go wrong. So you're worried about a future event that's never even happened yet. When you're depressed and feel sad, you're often stuck in the past because you have a regret about something, or there's something you haven't forgiven or forgotten. Okay, so a lot of these heavy, very weighted emotions have you stuck somewhere other than in the present. So if you find yourself being more distracted with the present, absorbing the present more, meditating more often, finding yourself just more in the now and enjoying your life, you will feel better about your manifestations and about what you're attracting, because you don't have all that heavy worry from the future and regrets from the past, because you've been in the present. I hope that makes sense. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you are feeling better about your manifestations and you're feeling like a sense of reassurance or reassuring calmness, that's okay. That's a good thing. That means that you're naturally heading in the right direction. So that's excellent. Number 6 is no. We're on number 7, aren't we? Number 7, which is also that good luck number, remember? You own beliefs about money and abundance. You know that money is good. Okay, so on a subconscious level, you could have money blocks, and that's why money doesn't come as easily to you as it could, or as fast as it could. So you need to make sure that your subconscious beliefs about money are on the right track. You can change your subconscious beliefs by first looking at your behavior and seeing what happens to you over and over again. Certain things that happen to you over and over again, or thoughts that reoccur constantly, are definitely related to your subconscious beliefs. So maybe you always, in your bank account, you always have just enough money, okay, to cover the bills, and then but nothing else. Part of your subconscious belief is probably, I don't deserve these, anything extra above and beyond what my actual money can pay for. You might have a subconscious belief that I always have just enough. which is a good thing, but why don't you adjust it, upgrade it, and say, I always have more than I need. I always have enough to have a little bit of luxury here and there. I always have enough to treat myself and my family. I always have enough to donate some money to charity when I want to. So, you have to make sure that your subconscious belief is built around what you actually want it to be saying, not what someone taught you years and years and years ago about how hard money is to make, because it's not. Money wants to come to you. Money wants to be where it's wanted. And if you're afraid of money, then it senses that. And I know I'm talking about money like it's a thing. I mean, it is a thing. It's energy. Everything around us is energy. And when you want to attract something, you have to feel good about it. No matter what it is, you have to feel good about it. Okay? Number 8, you are winning small things. It's starting to happen. So if you notice that if you do play scratch tickets or lottery tickets, you're starting to win a little bit here and there, like maybe $5, $10, $20, or you find a little bit more money here and there. Like, I know I've said that one, but when you do start to have small wins, you also start to find more money. You might find $6 or $5 in your pocket of your jacket from last year, right? You pull that out and you're like, oh my gosh, money, woohoo. Or you get extra coupons, exactly the coupon you wanted, right? That you use all the time. When you go to Subway, you get a free sub. So I mean, like, or maybe you find, okay, this is crazy. This is the craziest manifestation. I found, it was actually I think it was April or May. It was closer to the end of the school year, and they were on quarantining and homeschooling, and it was crazy. But I took my kids for a walk to the schoolyard, and we found some Starbucks gift cards on the ledge at the school. And it wasn't on the ground in a puddle or anything. It was like on the ledge, 3 Starbucks cards in a pile. I'm like, what is this? And I grabbed it, and there were no names on it or anything like that. And we took them with us. Actually, had some money in the bank account. I'm not sure what to do with it. Ooh, Willie, that's interesting. Get the RV. That sounds amazing. So I think that's something you've been wanting. But back to my story real quick is I found these Starbucks cards, and they didn't belong to anybody. The school's closed. There's nothing I could do. And I brought them home and I checked out the balances, expecting like $20 or $5 or nothing, really. One of them had $100. The second one had $100, and the third one had $75. And I was like, what? This is crazy. So the whole summer we went and, treated ourselves to Starbucks. Like, what could I say? We had unlimited Starbucks all summer. It was really great. And it's something that we never really treated ourselves to Starbucks. I'm a Tim Hortons person. I don't like to spend too much money on extra stuff like that. I'd rather save it. But I do like it. You know what I mean? I guess I'm not really sure. I wasn't even trying to manifest that. I was trying to manifest a little more luxury, I guess, a little more treats that I didn't have to pay for. And there it was. Just believing, I have to say, just believing that there's magic, or that, you're a lucky person. You find things all the time. Good things happen to me. The universe is conspiring in my favor. I am very likable. Awesome things happen to me all the time. I always get the best parking spot. Say these things, say them over and over again, and just keep smiling when you're saying it. And just start, you start to confirm that, yes, these things are true. And the more I say them, the more they are true. I stumbled into a live stream. How nice for me. Yes. Hi. Oh my goodness. How are you? Yes, you did. You stumbled into the live stream. Yes, I know. Yeah, a lot of people that want to come onto my live stream, I guess since I don't do it like a regular time each week, it's very difficult, right? Okay, guys, number 9 on my list out of 9 is you are so inspired and you have so many ideas lately. Okay, so more and more ideas are coming to you about how to improve your life, about how to make other people happier, maybe business ideas for books, ideas on how to decorate your home, even, right? I don't know, don't even look at this transformer display. I have a few Cabbage Patches. I should be quiet. I actually really like colorful, weird little things. But anyways, that's enough about me. The number 9 was that you feel inspired a lot more lately. Is, like sort of like your mind has been released from worrying about money. Your mind is released from worrying about the future, and it's allowed to absorb ideas from the universe. Now, keep in mind, this is really important. There's an idea out there swirling around in the universe, okay? And now suddenly your brain is open to this idea. So it's given to you. You receive it like a beacon, and you get this idea, and you're saying, oh, an idea for this website, for this business, for this product. You might love that idea, but then you never really act on it. So you say, okay, you know what? I'm just going to dismiss it and put it aside, and maybe I'll do something about that later. But that idea that was out there, it was probably picked up by more than one person at the same time. So somebody will act on that idea. If you've ever noticed, certain inventions were invented by multiple people at the same time. So different people were working on spacecrafts at the same time, right? So there was Russia and the US, even China, all these countries trying to have the first, shuttle out there before they, had the shuttle go out to the moon. There's so much that people start to do at the same time. You can tell there's a collective consciousness of ideas out there just ripe for the taking. Okay, my family's starting to get loud, so I'm going to try to finish this up. The last thing I wanted to talk about on my list of things here for this live was, where's my little, the supernatural breathing. Oh, hold on one second. Bad emotions, low vibration. Good emotions. Oh, sorry. They don't stay long enough, these messages. Okay. Less density. When I'm happy, I honestly feel lightweight, even if of a headache. It relieves pressure. Yes, absolutely. And you know how people say it's so important to be happy? Well, the thing is, if you can't be happy, you have to feel happy. And you say, well, if I'm not happy, how do I feel it? Well, do the things that create those happy emotions. Just do your best to feel as happy as you can in that moment. So little tricks like looking at photos of things you love, like family members, babies, kittens, sunrise, sunsets, listening to sounds you like maybe you like the sounds of the ocean. Maybe you like the sound of rain hitting the roof, or a certain song you love. Maybe you really like a certain cartoon, like SpongeBob always raises my vibration. I can tell it's raising my vibration just from looking at SpongeBob. I always feel better. I love optical illusions, like in psychology. I love that stuff, blows my mind. I love quantum physics. Again, fascinating. Sorry. Whoa, that's my boy.
Can we do chalk later?
Yeah, just give me 2 minutes, okay, babe? Okay, so just even dancing, singing, a lot of these things. Really, yes, kittens, absolutely kittens. All day, kittens. Okay, I'm trying to teach my students, okay? I teach a grade 12, what is it called? Life management. Life management. That doesn't sound right. Someone's coming in. I'm gonna cut this short soon, okay, guys, because the kids are starting to get a little rowdy. But I've been trying to teach them these little methods of raising their vibrations and feeling better immediately. Like I don't mean like I'm gonna feel better in a couple hours. I mean like boom, I feel better. So I had them rate how good they felt with regard to their mood. They had to rate their happiness level out of 10. Like all of these things are out of 10. Okay, so their mood, their happiness level, their enthusiasm, their what was another one? There's 4 or 5 different things they had to rate, and energy level. And then I had them smile, hold a smile on their face. As fake as it was, it doesn't matter. 1 full minute of smiling. And almost all of them said they felt even just a little bit better. Most of them said their energy felt a little bit higher, like they had more energy. They felt a little more like a slight giddiness, which is okay because I need them to stay awake for the online classes, but they felt better. And then today, we did the same experiment, only instead of smiling, I had them look at some photos. There was babies, and then I showed them kittens, and then a sunrise, and then a beach, and then the color, I can't remember, it was like a pastel, like a turquoisey pastel blue. All these colors that were so calming, and they all said that they felt a little bit happier, and they felt a little calmer, which is really good, right? We don't want them to fall asleep, but we don't want them in that high beta, survival state either. Hold on, I think I missed a comment here. Yes, absolutely. Yep, scientific facts is, yeah, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror too, you know how when you smile, it causes someone else to smile, or if you see someone smiling, it's a little bit contagious, right? Just like if someone yawns and you see someone yawn, it makes you yawn. Talking about yawn, oh no, it makes me yawn. Anyway, it's the same idea. You see yourself smiling in the mirror, like I'm looking at myself right now doing this live, and when I'm smiling, it's making me smile more, right? It's contagious. And it's also something called mirror neurons. So when you're talking to a person in person or even in Zoom and you can see their face, you will mirror what they're doing, and you often will mirror their emotions as well. So when you're looking at yourself and you're smiling, you're going to mirror back yourself. Strange enough. It works. Same as when you're frowning. If you're making a sad face, you're going to make yourself more sad. So always try to smile. Yes, lots of energy. Let's have lots of happy energy. Oh man, I've been working on this really cool theory. I've been looking at this thing called the Hawkins scale. Oh, yes, do we make you feel better? Yes, excited about little good things that happen. Yes, you always have to take little wins, and you got to look at the day and look at what went right. And a lot of people, like during the pandemic, okay, I don't know why it was starting to really bother me when people were talking about bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Okay, stop being bored in the house and in the house bored and do something fun. Have a hobby, write some poetry, read a book, watch some shows on Netflix, like clean your room, learn how to cut hair, take an online course. Like, I don't know. That's a good technique for job interviews, the mirror thing. Yes, it totally is. It's a great technique. People love when you're doing something similar to them. When you are similar to them, they will be able to relate to you, right? So when you're looking at a person and you're interviewing, if they're sitting up straight, you sit up straight. They're kind of crossing their arms. I wouldn't necessarily cross my arms during an interview, but show that you're a little more reserved. Like have the arms like, you can have them like, that looks weird. No, that looks weird. Okay, but what I'm saying is, you want to kind of mirror, like you said, like what they're doing. So they turn their head a little bit, you want to turn your head a little bit. They will feel very connected to you. There's a lot of psychology tricks that I've learned throughout the years. I used to teach intro to psychology as well, and I find it's all very much related to the law of attraction. This whole idea about, the science of getting rich, the science of the law of attraction, the science of attracting people into your life. It's all related. The world is you. The world is you pushed out. So if you feel like everyone's aggressive towards you, then you have to really consider, how aggressive am I on the inside? Or if you feel like everybody's out to get you, are you being judgmental of other people? Are you accepting other people? Oh, thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you for everything. Did you notice 7? There's lots of 7s I see right now. Okay. Oh. One of my kids just went out to the backyard. Okay, by himself. Okay, wonderful. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, guys, listen. I'm going to figure out a time when I can come on here regularly and we can have our chats. I really, really love it. It makes me so excited to be interacting. I love it. I don't know. I imagine one day my big goal is to do a TED Talk. And I don't know exactly what the topic would be. I don't know what I want to talk about just yet. I have a feeling it's something about positivity, but I'm putting something together. and I'm going to make a video about it. Obviously, hello. But tomorrow I'm getting my wisdom teeth out. Okay, so I'm hoping I'll be able to do a video for Monday or maybe for Tuesday. What is he doing? Oh my gosh, I think he brought our cat outside. Okay. I better go. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming and watching. It makes me so happy, okay? You guys are my success, okay? Thank you so much. And please, once this posts, if you have any questions, anything else that we didn't get to, post them in the comments, okay? All right, so guys, have a great day. Please take care of yourselves and have a great weekend. Sending you tons of love and light. Okay? Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye, guys. I don't even know what to click on. This is hilarious. Hilarious. No, that's not it. Oh, the X. Okay, bye, guys.